Hey, what up, y'all? So, I'm at the top of Senegal, right? That's the African Renaissance Monument, tallest monument in Africa. So I'm looking a little rough, but I've been traveling. I don't get no So yeah, man. Look how beautiful the city is. This is gorgeous.
I want to travel around the world. Walk with lions and bungee jump off cliffs. Visit 100 countries and 8 wonders of the world. Experience culture and travel on a budget. Well, tune on into Mr. 100 Countries Visited.
So I've now made it to my 68th country. Jeez. That was the most uncomfortable flight, international flight I've flown so far. Mauritania Airlines suck, to put it very lightly. No soap in the bathroom, no tissue in the bathroom. Seats felt like you were sitting on a seat form of a box spring. Sucked, but I'm here. All right.
Hey, what's the word? What's the deal, everybody? Man, why the hell was I so loud saying that? I guess I was a little ticked off. Yes, but everything I said in this video so far was facts. Mauritania Airlines was not it, y'all. It was not it at all.
I flew in from Tunisia, and I was going to be here for about a good, 10 hours or so, or at least I thought.
This process is the worst so far. So this is immigration. So pretty much they're holding me here regarding this matter. This is very crazy here at Mauritania Airport. I'm just trying to transfer. Signs clearly said transit. And they're holding me here. Nobody speaks English. They tried to make you pay $55 for an entry visa. I do not want to enter the country. Initially I did, but now I definitely don't, judging on the airport ethics. So, guy comes up in the office, very unprofessional setting over here, by the way. And he's trying to get me to, one that's just totally not laid out right. There are several people are walking in the offices. Several people are just stationary right by the offices or whatnot for a visa application, which is an official document. And it's a bit crazy. So now I'm waiting for somebody who can speak English, because nobody can understand, rightfully so. I get it. But at the same time, can't just haul off and tell people to pay for something just because you don't understand what they're saying. It's not how this works. So, give a heads up, they let them. They've escorted 2 people through immigration who are transiting. Again, I'm still waiting. Yeah, the communication is absolutely horrible here. First and the last. It's a word of the wise. Please be careful. Like, never let people just take your passport at all, no matter how official that they look, because they would definitely try it. They tried to pass my passport off to about 5 people, and I'm steadily telling them one word. I'm not entering. I'm just trying to transfer, and they're not listening. And I even wrote it out in Arabic. Still, just no correlation. Luckily, it was somebody here who spoke English, who understood. So, man, I am just flustered right now. Annoying.
The ethics were not it at this airport at all. People were just walking in that office, looking at me like I was just some type of exhibit on display. And I'm like, dude, like, I just want to transit. I'm not entering.
Mauritania, I'm so happy to be leaving this country. It's the best.
The process was just not professional at all. And get this, y'all. Technically, I did enter Mauritania because they walked me outside through immigration to get back into the departure line. I was just like, what is going on? Anywho, a win is a win. So that being said, y'all, what? Man, flying from from Mauritania to Dakar, Senegal was everything. I was flying over the Sahara Desert and it was absolutely beautiful that morning. So I was like, let me reset my mind. We're gonna get this together.
I'm now in my 69th country. Senegal. I'm in Senegal, baby. I made it. I'm tired.
I definitely was tired, especially after dealing with the antics of Mauritania the prior night. However, I already knew, like, I'm not getting no rest. It's the morning time. I got folks here, and what? I wanted to see some things. So the first thing that I wanted to see was the African Monument Renaissance. Or I said that so wrong. The African Renaissance Monument. Look at me, dude. Damn. So that's exactly what I want to see. Yeah, I hired a taxi driver. The ride from the airport was about a good hour or so to get there. And I had this ideology. It's the morning time, so this is going to work to my benefit. Because I wanted to do a photo shoot by the African Renaissance Monument. And, man, that was just a good idea. It was no crowds out there. I got to do me real fast. And I made it happen, y'all.
So once I got done doing my photo shoot, man, it was time to head to my condo and meet my friend, y'all. And it was just so delighting just seeing her. But of course, she asked me, why did you go to the African Renaissance Monument without me? Are we going back? Of course we're going back. See, look. Hey, what up, y'all? So, I'm at the top of Senegal, right? That's the African Renaissance Monument. Tallest monument in Africa. So I'm looking a little rough, but I've been traveling. I don't get no So yeah, man. Look how beautiful the city is. It's gorgeous. Yeah, man. Just so thankful for this being my 69th country. I cannot believe it. It's unbelievable. But life is to be lived, right? Live. So, yeah, man. Peace. Man, all I could think about was just, again, this is another one where you see the stuff online, you researching it, you like, oh my gosh, I want to get there, and you just blink, it seems, and it's like, I'm here. Man, you always got to be forever grateful. That's what I always say. So, after wrapping up at the African Renaissance Monument, it was time to head to the local grocery store, grab some snacks, grab some alcohol, you name it, because I wanted to do a little photo shoot with my outfit. And we also wanted to sightsee and go to another infamous site that is off the shore of Dakar, Senegal. So I managed to get a few photos in this outfit. Honestly, I did not like this damn outfit. And don't get me wrong, looking at it now, it is absolutely handsome. But I could not tie the fabric right. So I was just like, you know what? I got to give this one up. I took it off because I was not going to be dealing with fabric all day. And at this point, we began walking. We walked to this restaurant. It was about a good 10 minutes away from our condominium. And let me tell y'all, they had the best fish I ever tasted on this planet. Man, it was just like, it was fresh. It was super creamy. It had like this spicy, creamy Cajun type of sauce on it with vegetables lathered on it. Oh, man. Oh.
So that's the plate in the background on the upper right part of the video. I also wanted to try some local beer, and the beer was quite tasty too. So once wrapping up at the restaurant, we stopped at another spot to get more food. And honestly, we should have stayed at the other spot, but I forgot to mention the flies. The reason why we left was the flies was so damn bad at that first spot. Man, they was on super aggressive, just tearing a hole in us. So we was like, we gotta go. So I wanted some tea because at this point I had been traveling a lot, and it's just important to keep on flushing out your system, because if you don't internationally, you will find out that you will get sick really fast. So had my tea, had my ginger shots. That is a big ginger shot. And once wrapping up at the second restaurant, man, it was time to head to that infamous spot. And that infamous spot was Goree Island.
We're about to travel to Goree Island. Everybody getting on the ferry right now.
Oh, guys, let's go to the top. Ashley, let's go to the top.
So let's talk about Goree Island. Goree Island is a small island off the coast of Dakar, Senegal, in which it was the largest slave trading post or hub between the 15th and 19th century, where up to 20 million enslaved Africans were one enslaved, two brutalized, and three just traded off into some of the most heinous acts of all of humanity. Ripped away from their families and just suffered all types of diseases, you name it. So it was just very enlightening for me at this moment, arriving in the Goree Island. I'm like, wow, this is real. There it is. And like I always say, this stuff was still intact, y'all. Like, look at it. Like, you're going to see in my video, I traveled to Ghana after Senegal, so that's kind of a little spoiler alert. But again, it was kind of like the same thing with Ghana. I'm like, damn, they built this to last. This wasn't no operation where they just wanted to let it go. But we always got to be thankful for progressive acts in humanity, but of course we got a long way to go. Anyway, I'm rambling. So at this point, we hired a guy to inform and advise us about the history of Goree Island, and he stuck with us the entire time of being on the island. The weather was very pleasant. It was a light breeze coming off. It was about like a good 75 degrees or so. Maybe it was a little bit hotter, but it wasn't bad weather at all. That was the actual door that led to the door of no return. And the door of no return, unfortunately, it was closed when we were there. However, the door of no return is infamously known as the last departure point for millions of slaves before they were forced into slavery. So, continue watching.
Hi. Bonjour, ça va? Vous parlez français?
Ouch.
This one from Mauritania, Iron Man, Sun, Mauritania. Salm Islands. This is from Sahara Desert, the big desert of Sahara. This is from the small desert of Tenerife, Burkina Faso, Niger, until Algeria. And the black sand is in Dakar. This is volcanic sand near the big mainland, the Renaissance mainland from Dakar. Okay, the glue comes from the baobab. It's natural glue, the sap of the baobab mixed with Arabic from acacia tree. And this is the most interesting part. That is going to show you how it works. The technique comes from the School of Finance in Dakar. It was made by the first president of Senegal, Mr. Léopold Sédar Senghor, to promote the African art.
The guys who were doing the sand art, I had, noticed them online, and they do pretty good work, everybody. So if you get a chance, look up Goree Island sand art artists, it'll come right up. But not only were they the only artists on the island, it was just art everywhere. I mean, just look at how unique that is. People making, figures out of remotes. Like, man, the mind it's a beautiful thing. And I love that aspect of visiting Goree Island. So we continued to walk around, sightsee, taking the area, the ambiance, the people, and so forth. And it was overwhelmingly just a great evening.
How you feeling?
Yes, that is just the perfect way to describe it. It was just real. It was a blessing. It was just being fortunate to experience Goree Island. So that being said, man, everything was all right. And we was feeling enlightened and so forth. Get my friend here, and I'm get to taking a picture of him because I'm like, man, this pathway is so beautiful. The flowers, you got to get a picture right here. So taking a picture right here, man, when you first enter Goree Island, it's a ton of ladies who come up to you trying to give you gifts and so forth. And I'm like, I already know a gift ain't a gift. Sometimes if it's free, especially if it's from a random civilian. So I'm like, I don't think I want this gift. So the ladies come out of nowhere on both ends, surrounding us in this pathway, and they like, y'all come to our shops, come to our shops, come to our shops. So they pretty much split us up, and me and my friend Ashley, we had went to it feel like it was a fork, and we went to the left. And man, we get up in this lady's shop. She's overcharging for fabric. She's overcharging for souvenirs, like the same fabric that I had on earlier. Like, remember the outfit that I took off about 10 minutes ago into this video with the red, white, and yellow and black fabric? Yeah, I got that off of Amazon for about a good, $15 or so, if I can recall. Same vendors, same fabric, same type of texture of fabric was in this lady's shop. And guess how much she wanted? This lady wanted like $130 some odd for that fabric. And we like, oh, hell to the no. So what? This lady was not going, y'all. She kept on trying to negotiate the price. And the price
was not going below $100. So we like, no. So after a while, my friends, she being real nice about it. She like, no, I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you. And out of nowhere, this lady grabs her left arm with her right hand real hard and real stern, like, sister, no. I'm like, oh, hell to the no. She grabbed her hard as hell, y'all. So I'm like, you cannot be serious. So I'm like, at this point, I told her, I'm like, straight up, get your hands up off of her. It was just crazy. And we walked away from them. Amidst of dealing with that, I noticed that a gold watch, I had like my bag in my right, on my right wrist. So if I would have had it like about like a couple of inches over, this gold watch just randomly fell to the ground. And I'm like, where the hell did that come from? It's a lady right there. I think she was trying to put the watch into my bag to try to run some type of scam. So I'm like, we got to get the hell up out of here. But watch this.
I've been drinking.
No, I have no more cash. I have no more life for me. Me, it's happy for you. Like, you no life for me. Look at your face. You is my friend. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You no life for me. Me, I love you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It's
I love you
happy.
too.
No life for me.
I love you too.
You no
Don't lie
life
to you.
Yeah, you as my friend.
I'm your friend
Yes,
too. I
you
love
as
you.
my friend. Me, I very
Yes,
happy.
ma'am. You have a good one, ma'am.
You are very happy.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we gotta find the tickets. Oh,
Where y'all tickets at?
Good again. Did I get you? You a sister? Yes.
What do you pay for me?
I have no more cash.
No,
I have nothing.
no ticket. No ticket.
I have nothing.
No,
cash.
this one is no
No,
ticket.
ma'am.
Oh,
no ticket.
Oh, no ticket. Okay, thank you. I have no more money. I ain't got nothing.
You credit.
Huh?
Credit.
You crazy.
No, credit.
She said a credit.
Credit. Credit card? I don't have credit card.
They don't even accept credit cards.
You.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I come back.
Love you too.
Let me tell y'all something. This young lady, she was not taking no for an answer. Not get your hustle on, but excuse me, this is how she go about things. It ain't it. This is the exact woman that grabbed my friend's hand and she left a bruise. I forgot to mention that. My friend had a bruise on her arm after this lady had grabbed her arm. So it did not stop. We got on the boat. She was still trying to get money up out of us on the boat. And it's just like, come on now. Like, all these folks on this boat, you can't go and, ask somebody else. Like, stop it. Like, when people say no, just respect that. So I was very stern with her, like, with my approach. I'm like, when I say no, I mean no, damn it. So I'm like, you got to back up. So, I don't know, after a while, when we were about to depart the ferry, getting back into the car, she got to saying something about me, and I'm like, baby, I don't care. So, that being said, so it took us about an hour to get back to the condo. And once we got back to the condo, well, before we got to the condo, we stopped at a market. We grabbed some souvenirs, grabbed some African attire, and man, kind of unwind a little bit, reset our minds from the day, freshen up, shower up, because it was time to do what I love to do, party.
Shake it.
Yeah, this Club Truth, it was definitely it, y'all. Truth Lounge. We had a ball. They was playing Afro beats. They was playing hip hop infused with Afro beats, and it was definitely a vibe. And then they also took it way on back, and you already know I love my boy Marvin Gaye. So, man, I was litty on this evening. However, it was time to head back to the room after a while, because we was kind of nowhere close to our room, as this was kind of on the western end of Dakar, and all good things have to come to an end, unfortunately. So we hired our taxi driver, and then it was time to head on back to that condo, because the following day was another country, another day. So let's get it, y'all.
Me and my big purple brim hat, the color purple, babe. Senegal, leaving Senegal, got to go to Ghana. I'm a little Chopperton. But you know, it's amazing just being here and experiencing life and getting to the motherland, the deep root of it. And this is being my 69th country. It's an amazing country. I highly recommend it. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Looch. Reporting. Leaving Senegal, headed to my, 70th country. Not gonna say it yet, because I think I'm gonna post this. But no, man, it's just so amazing. Experiencing life. Being in the motherland where everything was created. And I had a great time here in Senegal. It's fucking amazing. Highly recommend it. Dakar got some great food. Oh my gosh. So yeah, man. Checking in. Peace. Yeah, so I was just really happy and excited on this day, because I'm like, man, I'm over here experiencing Africa in the most authentic and rewarding and loving and enlightening way. I'm grateful. That's all. That being said, I ain't talked to y'all about Senegal, so let's talk about it. So Senegal is the most western country on the entire land of Africa. Now, I said land, so Cape Verde is in the Atlantic Ocean. That is the most western country in all of Africa. So, it's home to about 18 million folks, and French is spoken here. However, most of the population, about 80%, speak Wolof. That's W-O-L-O-F. And, man, it is absolutely big here. So, go to Dakar, because when standing in Dakar, I was fortunate to do it. However, I did not get a photo, unfortunately. But it's a ton of restaurants and bars in this area. And when you're in that area in far western Dakar, you would know it, because that's the most farthest western point of the entire part of Africa. So, man, at this point, I was just like, wow, not only have I been to the most northern country, which was Tunisia, but now I've been to the most far western country in Africa, on the entire land of it. I gotta emphasize that, because Cape Verde is way farther. So that being said, yeah. So, man, my taxi driver, he was kind of cool, and I was happy that I had this moment with him, because he didn't speak any English, I didn't speak any French or Wolof. However, we communicated that basically this was his first time ever driving to the airport. And let me tell y'all, he was so excited. And I'm just like, man, that is so amazing how, people are just, it emphasizes us. It takes us back. Sorry for my lack of poor words. It takes us back on why we should always be humble, because, man, something that we just take for granted, like just
going to the airport. I've been through several airports, but it's just like, it's so routine, you know? Like, this guy who never had been, he was just happy about it. He was so excited. And man, I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. And it re-humbled me, like, to always be humbled by whatever rewards that I've been opportune to have in life. So that being said, I was almost at this airport. It took a minute because we had traffic. It wasn't like coming into the car. Leaving the car, we had traffic, and it felt like it took about, I don't know, an hour and a half or so to get to the airport. But finally, when we made it, man, we made it. I noticed that the security aspect inside the airport was not it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna keep my head on the swivel just in case. But luckily, nothing happened. You know, I'm very cautious and aware. So y'all continue watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it was time for another country, in this case another night, because man, once departing, had a little layover in the Ivory Coast, and from the Ivory Coast, it was time to head to a country that I always wanted to go to, my 70th, and I kind of already told y'all already, and that was Ghana. So checked into the airport, got through with flying colors, and got to Ghana safely. So please, y'all check out that Ghana video, because again, this is all a trilogy, and Ghana was a whole vibe. And also another spoiler alert, I got to bring my birthday in Accra, Ghana. I'm forever humble, forever grateful. Y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Mad love. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Peace.